moment. One of these days, we're going to look upon his face. If I can say it well with my soul, one day, we will look upon his face. I got to get my life straight before I look up before that happens.
No.
That got to be done down here.
Mm-hmm.
Leave it to Jesus. This morning, we have a mission to talk about the Christian's greatest aim in life. The Christian's greatest aim in life, and that is in this life. So this is the only life we know right now. In the book of Luke, Acts, in the book of Acts, we say, well, he said the book of Luke. Well, that's true too. Luke is the one who, no doubt, penned the book of Acts. But in the book of Acts, and I will go to chapter 9. And what we'll be talking about this morning, you probably know the story better than I do. You probably could recite these verses without looking in your Bible. In the book of Acts, chapter 9, I want to start reading, if you don't mind, with verse number 1. And Saul, yet breathing out threatenings and slaughter against the disciples of the Lord, went unto the high priest, and desired of him letters to Damascus, to the synagogues, that if he found any of this way, for they were men and women, he might bring them bound into Jerusalem. And as he journeyed, he came near Damascus, and suddenly there shined round about him a light from heaven. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? And he said, Who art thou, Lord? And the Lord said, I'm Jesus, whom thou persecutest. It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks. And finally, verse number 6 says, And he, trembling and astonished, said, Lord, what wilt thou have me to do? And the Lord said unto him, Arise, and go into the city, and it shall be told thee what thou must do. The Christian's greatest thing in this life ought to be to know Jesus in the power of his resurrection. Now notice how I'm phrasing that. I said the Christian's greatest thing in this life is to, I said it ought to be to know Jesus in the power of his resurrection. Now if you let me back up a second, just rewind a little bit. That ought to be every man, every woman, every human aim in this life is to get to know Jesus. But the way I stated it, I said the Christian's greatest aim ought to be to get to know Jesus. Well, now, some thinking Christian might say, well, if I'm a Christian, I already know Jesus. Be careful. It's more to knowing Jesus than knowing about Jesus.
Amen.
Many of us, let's just tell the truth, many of us have knowledge about Jesus. Oh, we could write a manuscript when it comes to talking about Jesus. But knowing about Jesus is not the same as knowing who he is. Here's a man here, a good example. Saul. Notice, if you will, how, and I'm not going to use a derogatory term here, but how ignorant this man was of Jesus. Now, if you had asked him, no doubt, Saul would have told you, I spend most of my time worshiping my God. I spend most of my time reciting the Shema. Hear, O Israel, our God is one God. And Saul would be right if he said that to you. Saul was probably the most, I'm gonna try to sound educated. Saul was probably the most erudite man of his time. He was probably the most brilliant man of his day. Let's look at some of his credentials. A graduate of the University of Tarsus, a pupil or student of Gamaliel. He was trained in every detail of the Jewish religion. One stacking up on him, it seemed like everything all right. He was trained in every aspect of the law of Moses. Oh, yes, he was. But now, coming down hill on the downside, with all of this going for him, he did not know the Lord Jesus Christ. You say, well, with all that this man had going for him, with all of the education that he had on his side, and the fact that he knew the law, probably backwards and forward, he had the best training that a man can have in his time. But yet, when he was on his way to Damascus, he was not going to Damascus to witness. No. He was not going to Damascus to help anybody. Matter of fact, this brother, you read it, he was going down there to do some damage. Someone said about Saul, they said he was like a raging bull, like a mad bull. Can I tell you? He hated Jesus. You said, wait, whoa, back up, preacher. You mean the man that wrote unto us the books of 1st and 2nd Corinthians? You mean the man that wrote unto us the book of Galatians? You mean the man who wrote unto us the book of Ephesians? Oh, I just love Philippians. Colossians just makes my day. Are you talking about the same man that's responsible for these and other books? I'm glad you asked that question. My answer, on the one hand, is no. And I can also say my answer, on the other hand, is yes. Because there was a time in the man whom we know by the name of Paul, there was a time that he did not know who Jesus really was. You've been there?
Yes, sir.
But at the same time that he was going around not knowing who Jesus was, at the same time he thought he was serving the true and living God. You see what I'm driving at here? He thought he was doing the right thing. He thought that his job was to make sure that those people that was called the people of the way be taken out of the way. And so he set about to make sure that that happened. Now, Jerusalem had already been cleared out of these people of the way. But then Saul got some news that there were a few of them who had fled up to Tarsus. We decided, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. They think they can run. They think they can hide. I'm going to find them and bring them back to Jerusalem. Bring them to the high priest. Bring them to the religious leaders. And I've said many times, right here in this pulpit, I've said many times, the wrong kind of religion can get you in trouble. Notice I said the wrong kind. Now, if you have the right kind of religion, I'm not knocking the word religion, I don't use it a lot, but if you have the right kind of religion, then that's all right. But the wrong kind of religion can get you in trouble. Maybe I should say it like this, can keep you in trouble. Paul had religion. He said he was a Pharisee of the Pharisees.
Yeah.
He said, are they Jews? He said, so am I. Do they have pedigree that's better than mine? Nah. Paul had it going on. Well, Saul should say had it going on, so he thought. But let me tell you something here, that Christians, it ought to help us. One of the things that I pray to the Lord about is, Lord, please don't let me stand up in your name saying things misleading people. Saying things that will draw your people away from you. All I want to do is just say something that's going to help somebody. And that's why you hear me stand in the scripture. I could go off into psychology. I could go off into the things that's happening in our world today and just talk about the social issues. But I'm going to tell you a little secret about that. Social issues are going to be going on as long as we're here. As long as man's on the face of this earth, there are going to be some social issues. And some of them are not going to be very positive. Matter of fact, some of them are going to be damaging. You say, I don't believe all that. Well, look at your newspaper yesterday, this moment. Listen to CNN and MSNBC and Fox News. You see there are a whole lot of social issues, and some of them are not really good. What I would rather do is spend my time in dealing with the one who were here and who knew what the social issues were going to be before they materialized.
Well,
The Lord's already told us what it's going to be like in the day in which we live, in this, even in this grace, this grace age. He told us what it's going to be like. There are going to be many who are going to wax cold. They're going to be freezing up. There are many who are going to be lukewarm. Not hot, not cold. And the Lord has already told us, He said, my opinion, not opinion, we don't have no opinion, but then my take on that is, you better get hot or stay cold. He said, but you're not, he said to one of those churches in Asian Mountain, he said, you're not a woman. You're not hot, nor are you cold. He said, I would that you were one or the other. Because if you're hot, you're ready to try. You're hot. But if you're cold, the Lord can make you hot. Now, let's get back to this man here, this man, Saul. On his way to do a drastic deed, on his way to persecute the children of God. At the same time, he thought he was serving God. His misjudgment, no doubt, was in the fact that he did not realize that he wouldn't accept that God had come down to planet Earth. In the person of Jesus. Jesus As one scholar said, was very man of very man. He was very God of very God. Somehow in the process of eternity, somehow in eternity, the Godhead got together and made a decision that one of us must go down and deal with man's situation. Because he's in dire strait right now. Oh, he is worshiping. Oh, he is praising. But he is worshiping and praising the wrong deity.
Yeah.
Later on, Paul has some issues with that. When he went up there on Mars Hill, he said, I see y'all. He said, I see y'all got many gods around here. Y'all praising and worshiping many gods. He said, I also see that you got a scripture here that said to the unknown God. So you don't have to cover that track. Just in case if we all base, we're going to give some allegiance to the unknown God, although we don't know him yet. But at least if he's there, we don't want to offend him either. Okay. This brother, again, was on his way to do damage to the saints of the Lord Jesus Christ. Saul's goal was to exterminate Christians. He hated Jesus. He did everything in his power against Jesus. But I just read a verse to you where he said, who art thou, Lord? The very one that he had been persecuted. Because when you persecute one of God's children, Jesus feels the pain. Oh, I got to say that one more time. If you hurt one of God's children, you're hurting Jesus. Isn't that right? Oh, yeah. Jesus knows our infirmities. Jesus identifies with our infirmities. Oh, yes, he does. He said, who art thou, Lord? Now, why would Saul say something like that? Who art thou, Lord? Because, see, I'm not a Greek scholar, I'm not a Hebrew scholar for sure. Because this word Lord has a meaning that everybody needs to know about. Lord. Adonai, I think I pronounced that word right. Adonai, Lord, the one who has the right to be in charge. The one who is number one, Lord. The first question Saul asked was, who art thou, Lord? Because Saul recognized something. Now, I know he didn't, I'm not going to say I know he didn't, but I'm going to say he probably didn't recognize it on his own, but Saul recognized something when that light from heaven shined upon him. And some say he was knocked from his beast. Dust back to dust. He recognized that there was someone that he was making a mockery of in the pretense of serving him. You can't serve the Lord, Almighty God, and Mammon at the same time. Either you want to serve one or the other. Because if you try to serve both at the same time, one you're going to be disloyal to. All right, let's follow the story then. That was one question he asked. Who art thou, Lord? And when the Lord answered him, notice he didn't say, I am the Lord. Saul's question was, who art thou, Lord? But Scripture says, and Jesus' answer was, I am. Okay, you got to equate them down, got to put them together. He said, who art thou, Lord? Jesus said unto Saul, I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. Oh, my. Jesus said to his disciples one day, he said, listen, y'all call me Lord. And you're right about doing it. But he said, but you do not what I say. The Lord has the authority to direct. The Lord has the authority to dictate. The Lord has the authority to be in charge of every aspect of our life. Some Christian didn't get that, so I'm going to go back over that again. The Lord has the authority to dictate. The Lord has the authority to direct. The Lord has the authority to say to man, from dust you came, and dust you're going to go. Because He is Lord. Paul's second, well, I keep saying Paul, I want to keep with Saul now. Saul's second question to the one who identified himself to him as Jesus. His second question was, when he heard that he was persecuting Jesus, his second question was, what do you want me to do? What a question. This man recognized that he had met somebody that was greater than he had been given him credit for. He realized that he had met someone whom he should have been worshiping, whom he should have been praising, whom he should have been exalting, but what was he doing? He was persecuting him. From that moment, by the way, that was a conversion experience for Saul. I say at that moment, that was a conversion experience for Saul. For the rest of his born days, he spent the rest of his earthly life getting to know the Lord Jesus Christ. As a matter of fact, you think, well, when he met Jesus Christ on the Damascus Road, when he had that encounter with the Lord on the Damascus Road, he was fully developed then. No, he was not. You're going to find Paul realized that God's revelation to man was progressive. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit some other place. Put it all together, and you start growing into the knowledge of who Jesus really is. Listen to what he says, and I believe it's in 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse number 2. He says, for I determined, with the Corinthians, he said, for I determined not to know anything among you, save Jesus Christ and him crucified. Now Paul, I can talk about Paul now. Paul gives his own explanation for what he's talking about here. He said to those Corinthians, when I was among you, he He said, I didn't come with any lofty philosophies. He said, I didn't come with any human wisdom. He said, I didn't come with anything to try to dazzle you. I didn't come with a bag of tricks to get you involved. He said, all I wanted to know was Jesus Christ and Him crucified. Over in 1 Corinthians chapter 1. I want to read verses 23 and 24. He said, but we preach. Now others might be preaching something else. But we preach Christ what? Crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block. And unto the Greeks foolishness. Then he comes back to that next verse 24. He said, but to them which are called. Something that was done before the foundation of the world. Something that was done way back in eternity. So I said, when was eternity? Well, if you knew when was eternity, then you know more than God knows. Eternity had no beginning, and yeah, I tell you something else. It had no ending. God had no beginning, and He has no ending. Some said, well, we're going to celebrate Christmas here pretty soon. Jesus didn't come around to sometime, I don't know what month, but He came around sometime around the time we call Christmas. No, John said, in the beginning was the Word. Jesus didn't get started at Bethlehem. I said Jesus didn't get started. He was born there in human form, but He did not begin in Bethlehem. He was in eternity. He came out of eternity into a little town called Bethlehem. He was born in a stable. He made a woman cry. Sister, y'all should help me there. See, you say, brother, you're a man, you're saying that, you don't know about that. Y'all should help me there. Say amen. But He caused the woman to cry. But that wasn't His beginning. That's why Scriptures, I thank you, I need those two amen. That's why Scripture said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. And listen to what it said, and the Word was God. You follow that over a few verses, saying the Word became. Or maybe I'll put it this way, the Word was made flesh. And John said, and did what? And dwelt among us. He went on saying, we beheld His glory. What glory? As of the only begotten of the Father. Paul was over in Corinth, and I stay with him in Corinth right now because Paul's ultimate aim was to know Jesus and Him crucified. Over in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, I'm moving chapter 8 now, for no purpose. For though there be that are called gods, because the Corinthians had this false notion that there were a multiplicity of gods. And if you didn't please all those gods, then you might be in trouble. For though there be that are called gods, small g of course, whether in heaven or in earth, as there be gods many and lords many, but to us, you see it? But to us, so what us is he talking about? But to us Christians, but to us believers, but to us who are of the way, as they said, but to us there is but one God, the Father, of whom are all things, and we in Him, and it goes on, and one Lord. Who is he talking about here? Jesus Christ, by whom all things and we by him. Paul went from being a persecutor of Jesus to becoming a follower of Jesus. Did he do it? You know he did it. The more he found out about Jesus, the greater his desire was to introduce him to someone else. He traveled throughout the Greco-Roman Empire, if you will, doing what? Presenting Jesus to other people. Presenting Jesus to all those who would listen to what he was saying. Because Paul knew one thing, that this earth was not man's home. Paul knew, well, I said one thing, but he knew that. But he also knew that man was going to have to give an account of himself someday to Almighty. To all-knowing. To everywhere present. Lord God. Who art thou, Lord? He found out that Jesus is different from and superior to any other who had ever lived. One Lord. He talks about in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 5, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Other was going around and said, oh, there are at least three gods. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. But don't ask me to explain this, but I believe this. That God manifests himself any way he wants to. When he want to work as God the Father, he works as God the Father. When he wants to work as God the Son, he works as God the Son. When he wants to work as God the Holy Ghost, he works as God the Holy Spirit. Still one God. Paul's desire was to know Jesus. That's going deeper than knowing about him. Oh, he learned about him all right. But he also knew who he was and what he had done. Not only who he was and what he had done, but also what he was going to do. I'm going to read some verses out of Colossians, and I'm going to come to a close. Y'all came in for the Lord something, didn't you? In Colossians chapter 1. Look at that, Jesus. This man wrote, talking about Jesus, said, who is the image of the invisible God? Anything invisible, you can't see it. But God was made manifest among men in the person of Jesus Christ. The firstborn of every creature. I'm just reading right now. I'm trying to explain nothing. For by him were all things created. In the beginning, God created the heavens and earth. Who do you think Paul is talking about? All things were created that are in heaven, that are in earth, visible and invisible. Whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or power, all things were created by him. Now don't miss the next part. Not only were all things created by him, all things were created for him. Isn't that right? And he is before all things, and by all things. And by him, all things consist. Somebody say he's the heavenly super glue. He holds this universe together.
Yeah.
If it was not by his power that universe was held together, everything would fly apart.
Yeah.
We fall off the face of this earth. But he is the one who holds it all together. Now I want to go just a little bit further, then I'm closing. And he is the head of the body. Now we talk about the head of the body. Paul was talking about who is this Jesus? He's the head of the body. What is the body? The body is his church. He's the head of the body, which is the church, who is the beginning of the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence. Some said, no. There were others who were born from the dead before Christ came here. No, we got that a little bit twisted up. He is the firstborn from the dead. There was other resurrection, there was other restoration, but there was only one resurrection. And Jesus was the one who effected that resurrection. Did he do it? But look at, I'm going with 2 more verses now. I said, well, it pleased the Father that in him, what? That in him should all fullness dwell. In him, God the Father. In him was God the Son. In him was God the Holy Spirit. I said, that's why we love Jesus. That's why we talk about him. Because he is all in all. And listen what he did. I almost said listen what he done. Somebody would have whooped me. But anyway, in verse 20 it says, and having made peace. Y'all with me at this point? And having made peace through the blood of his cross. See, Paul had to be brought into this knowledge by revelation. Someone said, I got a new revelation last night. But let me tell you a little secret. When you hear somebody say they got a new revelation, just think about it like this. They're just coming into the revelation that God gave a long time ago. Because all of God's revelation is in Jesus. All that is to be known about God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit is in the Lord Jesus. And having made peace through the blood of his cross, by him to reconcile all things unto himself. By him, I say, whether they be things in earth or things in heaven. Peter had to understand of who Jesus is when he said, thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. That's God's talk there. Thou art the Christ. Don't ask me to explain that, but Jesus came down here as the Son of God. He came down here and he was Mary's baby. Wasn't he, children? He was Mary's baby. Yeah, he came down here as the Son of God, coming out of glory into time. But one day, you know the story, one day he left out of time and went back into eternity. I'm glad this morning that Jesus is my Savior. I said, Jesus is my Lord. Jesus is my all and all. John talked about him one day. He said, Jesus said, I am Alpha and Omega. I am the beginning and the ending. I am the first and the last. I am God. I am he which is to come. I am the Almighty. I am Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. I said that, I know that. I am he that liveth and was dead. And behold, I am alive. How long, Lord? Forevermore. And he said, not only am I alive forevermore, but I have the key. To hell and of death. You see, when you begin to find out who Jesus really is, some of this stuff that falls upon you won't bother you anymore. Because you know who is in charge. I said, some of the stuff that comes in your life, it won't bother you anymore. Because you know who the Lord is. You know who got your back. Yeah. I know we go through some things in this life, saint, but let me tell you something. There is someone who's greater than what I'm going through. Well, I might not have the peace that I think I ought to have, but all I got to do is call on Jesus. But he said, my peace I leave with you. I might not have the joy that I need in my life, but all I got to do is call on Jesus. He said, rejoice in me. Rejoice, because he is my joy. He is my peace. He is my light. Do you need some more light today? Jesus is that light. I said, he is my all in all. He's the one who made it possible. He's the one who got up on that cross. You said, no, they put him up there. But if he didn't want himself to be up there, he wouldn't have been put up there. He got up on that cross. He's the one who came down off the cross. Because what he had to
atrocity. He had to pay for man's sin. The Bible says the wages of sin is death. But the gift of God is eternal life. Now let me back up a little bit. All have sinned and come short of the glory of God. Don't go around here and let Satan fool you and tell you that you're all right now because you go to the church house. You're all right now because you take the Lord's Supper. You're all right now because you give a little money in the church house. You're all right now because God has given you a beautiful home. You're all right now because you're driving a Cadillac. You're all right now because you got a big bank account. But don't let him fool you because there's nothing right about man until he's in Jesus Christ. You got to know who he is. You got to know who he is.
Come on,
you get to know who he is. You got to get in him and let him in the person of the Holy Spirit come in on the inside. And look at what he does. He gets on the inside and he begins to regenerate. He gets on the inside. He begins to change things. He gets on the inside. He begins to make your mind a solid mind. He gets on the inside. He begins to put sight in your eye. He gets on the inside. He begins to put clapping in your hand. He gets on the inside. Begin to put running in your feet. I said, he's all right. He's all right. I said, he's all right. He's all right. Now, I think I left him in the tomb. I got to get him out of the grave. He came off the cross. Yeah, he came off the cross. He got down in the grave. But he stayed in the grave a little while. I said, he stayed there just a little while. Matter of fact, he stayed there Friday night. He was there Saturday. Yeah, and he was there some Saturday night. I said Saturday night, but early Sunday morning. I said early on Sunday morning, he got up. I said he got up with all power. I said he got up. Look at him now. He got up with all power, saving power, giving power, living power. And I got to say this, dying power. You see, you don't leave here. I said, don't leave here without knowing who Jesus is. Don't leave here without knowing what he had done. Don't leave here without appreciating what he has done. Don't leave here on your own. Let the Lord guide you. Let him lead you. Let him feed you. Let him bless you. Because he's a mighty, great God. He's a blessing God. Yeah, I said he's a blessing God. He's a compassionate God. He's he's all-knowing. He's an all-knowing God. But I tell you something else about him, and I'm closing now. He's a loving God. God so loved the world. God so loved the world that he gave this one called Jesus. Paul says, I want to know him and the power of his resurrection. Don't get caught up in Satan's tricks. It's all right. You got plenty of time. Time is in God's hand. Yeah, we know eternity is in his hand. We know he's in eternity. But also time is in his hand too. When God tells time to get back, time got to get back. When God says time is up, time is up. But one day, and that song, y'all sing that song, oh, I want to see him. Look upon his face. And my question was this morning, do you really want to see him? Do what Saul began to do after his conversion. Saul allowed the Lord, or should I say he enjoyed the Lord working in his life and regenerating him. And he went around trying to help other folks. Someone wanted to kill him.
He's trying to help them. When you do things, trying to help some folks, they might mistake you for being what they call goody-goody. Go ahead and be called a goody-goody, that's okay. If you do it in that name of the Lord, we do it anyway. Father, we thank you. We thank you for whom you are. You're God all by yourself. You don't need us, but you'll help us. Be part of what you're doing today. And Lord, we thank you for that. We thank you, Lord, that you look beyond our fault. And you see our need. Or you saw them, but you see them even right now. Not only will you look beyond our fault, see our need, but you will do something about it. And we thank you for that. We praise you for that. We glorify your name. We exalt your name. God, you are God. We are your children. We thank you for Jesus, the Son, and what he did. And what he is doing, what he shall continue to do. We thank you, Lord, for the leading ministry of the Holy Spirit. We pray now, Lord, if there is one soul in this place right now who does not know you in the pardon of his or her sin, who has not accepted you as the only hope there is, we pray that you would give them an opportunity at this moment to say to you, yes, Lord. As Saul said, who art thou, Lord? You said, Saul, I am Jesus. Saul then asked, what must I do? You said to him then, go into the city and I'll show you what you must do. Lord, take us now by the hand and lead us into all that you would have us to do. You've given each of us a job here, Lord. Lead us in the path of righteousness. In Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Everybody ought to know who Jesus is. Come here.